Japan is a country where people work hard, stay married, and live healthy. From an outside perspective, it seems like things are almost too good. But, as with everything, reality is a bit more complicated. The country's strict work culture has created a society where overwork, alcohol abuse, and lack of sleep are crippling the workforce. While at the same time, fear of judgment is keeping the marriages alive on the outside, when in truth, the only ones who are truly happy are the hostess clubs. On the surface, Japan looks like it's doing great, but underneath, problems often arise, and now even Japan's healthy lifestyles might have become too healthy. Right now, most Japanese girls are trusting TikTok trends more than traditional science, which has caused people to start calculating their weight using the viral Cinderella scale. Due to trends like this, an insane number of Japanese women are now classified as dangerously underweight, and now Japan's government has declared it a national health crisis, as this is also affecting Japan's population decline, making it worse than ever. But before we move forward, I want to thank CyberGhost VPN for making this video possible. With over 38 million users worldwide and 20,000 excellent reviews on Trustpilot, CyberGhost is one of the best options to keep your data private and secure. Every time you go online, your internet service provider, your school's or work's IT department, and even your home Wi-Fi router can all track what you do online. However, with CyberGhost VPN, you can simply select one of their over 100 locations to encrypt and reroute all of your traffic through their secure servers, keeping your online activity truly private. CyberGhost also allows you to access location-restricted games and content from over 40 streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney+, and can even help you score better deals online by simply changing your virtual location. It works on all major systems and lets you protect up to 7 devices at once in case you want to share it with family and friends. Click on the link in the description to get CyberGhost VPN at an 84% discount for only $2.03 a month, plus 4 months for free with a 45-day money-back guarantee. And by clicking the link, not only are you getting a great product, but also you're helping to create more videos like this. Now, back to the video. TikTok trends like these are nothing new to Japan, as the country's obsession with thinness can be traced all the way back to the 60s and the rise of the idol culture. Around this time, Japan slowly started to become obsessed with the idea of cuteness, and soon everything that was small and helpless became incredibly popular, including women. While the West started embracing body positivity, sometimes to a ridiculous level, Japan continued getting thinner and smaller, eventually leading to 30% of the country's women becoming medically underweight, which is an insane number compared to America, where it was only 2%. While I do think we in the West have gotten a little bit too comfortable with our bodies, myself included, I wouldn't necessarily say that Japanese people themselves have it much better. Sure, they live longer on average, but underweight people, which many here are, actually often struggle from similar problems as those who are overweight, as they also get tired easily, can't walk as far, and have an unhealthy diet. This is especially true in Japan, where even the ideal male body aligns with this incredibly skinny aesthetic, which is why people tend to try and achieve their ideal body through dieting rather than exercise in order to not gain any muscle, causing the population to be, quite simply, physically weak. Now, online trends like the Cinderella scale, where your ideal weight is calculated by squaring your height and then multiplying that number by 18, are becoming increasingly popular, causing many young people to stop eating completely in order to achieve that TikTok body, which not only creates a generation with a negative power level, but also causes a variety of serious health concerns for the whole population. Osteoporosis, bone fractures, and surprisingly, even type 2 diabetes have become more common in Japan due to this, because as mentioned before, the horseshoe theory seems to apply even to weight-related issues, as medically underweight and overweight people seem to suffer from many of the same symptoms. What's even crazier though is the fact that the ones who suffer most from this modern trend of wanting to look like you've been summoned by a necromancer isn't necessarily the women themselves, but their children. With so many women in Japan dieting during pregnancy, a large number of babies are born with developmental issues, which also causes them to be prone for diabetes, hypertension, and obesity later in life, simply because we humans aren't meant to be created from scarce resources to the modern, overindulgent world. However, the biggest factor in all of this, and what's making this trend so dangerous to Japan, is the fact that being severely underweight also plays a huge role in one of Japan's biggest problems, the population decline. The kind of strict dieting that many Japanese women do every day causes hormonal imbalances in the body, reducing estrogen among others, which in extreme cases can shut down the whole reproductive system entirely. Being severely underweight also increases infertility by a large margin, which is why Japan's current situation, when it is already struggling deeply with population decline, has made the government to take these online dieting trends seriously. And now, the government has classified chronic underweight and malnutrition in women as a serious medical condition, with the Ministry of Health making it a national priority to stop this from happening. But even with all of this going on, right now in Japan, according to polls, most women who are normal weight still consider themselves to be fat, and even a large number of medically underweight women are still actively trying to lose weight. And the craziest statistic in all of this is that 35% of 7-year-old girls in Japan are hoping to lose weight in order to become popular. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was 7, my weight was the least of my concerns, and the only thing I was worried about was when Pokemon Gold and Silver were releasing. In Japan, standing out is rarely a good thing, as kids from a young age are taught to blend in and avoid conflict. Being different, even in a harmless way, like being overweight, is a sure way to make your life harder here, which is why even simple things like being the right weight for the society is incredibly important for many Japanese people. The moment you start standing out, people will call you out for it, which is why even 7-year-old kids today feel the pressure to look exactly like the idols they see on TikTok and TV in the hopes that they won't stand out. This is why most people cite idols and the internet as their main reason for wanting to become thinner, with many admitting that they try to achieve this by simply not eating anything. While Japan might seem like a healthy society from the outside, with everyone constantly dieting, but still indulging themselves with alcohol and cigarettes, not to forget lacking sleep due to their intense work schedule, the modern Japanese society might not actually be as physically healthy as many people think. The surprising thing in Japan, at least to myself, was how much the general population seems to avoid physical exercise, as going to the gym is almost unheard of in here. And the people who are physically fit that I've talked to seem to be completely unaware of basic concepts like what macros are, and I've even yet to meet a single person who knows what creatine is. Now, obviously I know that being thin is more than just exercise, because I've been lean myself before, not now of course, but I've been before, but because so many people in Japan avoid exercise like the plague, according to research, a huge number of Japanese people, instead of just being skinny, end up actually being skinny fat. It seems like today, the country of Japan is more obsessed with appearances than health itself. And the pressure to fit in and look like the quote-unquote model citizen people idolize on TV has become so intense that countless women, and even children, are growing unhealthier by the day. Right now, only time will tell if the Japanese government is able to turn this around, or if the obsession with social validation will slowly destroy the country from within. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click the link on the description to get a special discount CyberGhost VPN is granting to all of you guys. It will protect your data while you browse and give you full access to all blocked content on the internet for only $2.03 a month, totally risk-free, so check it out, link on the description. See you next time.